The power that shapes society. Power is everywhere. In schools, businesses, governments, even friendships. Every decision, rule, and influence around us is connected to power in some way. But what exactly is power? Power is the ability to control something and achieve desirable outcomes. It can come from money, authority, charisma, knowledge, value, or the ability to mobilize people. Power allows individuals, groups, or organizations to influence decisions, shape society, and control how things are run. In simple terms, power is what helps people influence others and shape the direction of a community or country. Political thinker Andrew Haywood explained that power has different dimensions. The first dimension is agenda power. This means controlling what people are allowed to talk about. A person or group with power can limit discussions and avoid topics that may threaten their interests. For example, a leader may refuse to discuss issues that could expose corruption or mistakes. The second dimension is decision-making power. This is the most visible form of power. It is the ability to influence decisions and control outcomes. People with decision-making power can shape what choices are available, what information is shared, and what actions are taken. For example, government officials decide what laws should be prioritized and implemented. The third dimension is thought control. This happens when power shapes what people think or believe. It involves influencing opinions by controlling information or how it is presented. An example would be media platforms influencing public opinion through selective reporting or messaging. Now let's talk about the different types of power according to French and Raven. First is coercive power. This is based on fear and punishment. People obey because they are afraid of the consequences. For example, a manager may threaten to fire employees who refuse to follow instructions. Second is reward power. This comes from the ability to give rewards. A teacher giving prizes to well-behaved students is an example of reward power. Third is legitimate power. This exists when people recognize someone's rightful authority. Citizens follow the president because they accept the position's legal authority to govern. Fourth is expert power. This is based on knowledge, skills, or expertise. A research leader may earn respect because of deep knowledge about the topic being studied. And lastly, referent power. This comes from admiration and respect. Celebrities, influencers, or charismatic leaders often gain influence because people like or admire them. Power also comes from different sources. One source is authority, which is the legal right to command others. Another source is human resources, meaning people who willingly support and cooperate with a leader. Control over money, property, communication, transportation, and natural resources can create power. Power also has consequences. The first consequence is resistance. Resistance happens when people oppose the misuse or abuse of power. For example, citizens may protest against unfair laws or authoritarian governments. The second consequence is commitment. This happens when people willingly support a leader, organization, or cause. Employees who work hard because they believe in their company's vision are showing commitment. The third consequence is compliance. Compliance means following rules or obeying authority. Employees following company policies to maintain order in the workplace is an example of compliance. At the end of the day, power is not always good or bad. Its impact depends on how it is used. It can inspire progress, leadership, and unity. But it can also lead to control, manipulation, and abuse. That is why understanding power is important. Because whether we realize it or not, power shapes the decisions, systems, and society we live in every day.